Going to battle might not come back.
When the boots hit the ground, you can't stop us now. The prophets in your town, we here to shut it down. When the boots hit the ground, when them boots hit the ground, all sinners should stop now. When them boots hit the ground, you can't stop us now. The prophets in your town, we here to shut it down. When them boots hit the ground, when them boots hit the ground, all coolness should stop now. When them boots hit the ground, you can't stop us now. The prophets in your town, we here to shut it down. When them boots hit the ground, when them boots hit the ground, all sinners should stop now. When them boots hit the ground, you can't stop us now. The prophets in your town, we here to shut it down. When them boots hit the ground, when them boots hit the ground, all coolness should stop now.
It's time for the war cry. It's time for the war cry. Soldiers of the Most High, bring in the war cry.
So give me Isaiah 46 and 10.
Bring it out.
So what we're trying to say today is, according to the Bible, guess what? You're not a black man, you're an Israelite.
That's right.
You're not a so-called Hispanic, you're from the nation of Israel.
That's right.
Why is that important? Because God only has one chosen people. The same people that walked out of Egypt with Moses are here today, but they guess what? Through slavery, they do not know who they are. So we got to go back and reclaim our history. Read this.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 46 and verse 10, declaring the end from the beginning.
This Bible is just not a book. This Bible declares the end from the beginning.
That's right.
Meaning all the history that you lost by being conquered by the conquistadors.
Right.
Okay? All the history you lost being conquered by the same people.
Right.
It is written in the Bible.
Right,
You can
right,
go
right.
back and find out about it. Read.
Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done.
So the Bible tells you about the current condition of the nation of Israel
Right.
and what's going to happen to them in the future. How you doing, my brother? How's it going? So you know who you are according to the Bible?
Of course I know.
Oh, you don't?
Of course I know.
You know? Who are you?
Israelite.
It's all praise to the Most High. So you will be from what? The tribe of Judah.
Well, on my father's side, he was from Honduras.
What?
Honduran.
Honduras. That's Zebulon. Same tribe this brother's from.
Right.
The tribe of Zebulon. Get that in Hosea real quick, 7 and 8. Because, hey, people got things confused. Israelites come in all colors.
Right.
This is not a color campaign.
Right.
What this is a nation campaign.
Right.
This nation got to come back together.
Right.
So we got, read that.
The book of Hosea, chapter 7 and verse 8.
Uh-huh.
Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people.
So through slavery, Ephraim was mixed among the people.
That's right.
But guess what? You can't be mixed if you're with your seed. So as long as the seed line comes from the man, that can't be mixed.
Right.
But
Right.
you mix by marrying other women. Read.
Ephraim is a cake, not turned.
Ephraim is a what?
A cake, not turned.
So if you put a pancake on the grill or on a fire, you cook it and don't turn it, one side will be dark, one side will be light.
That's right.
Like this brother's light. He's from Zebulon, tribe of Zebulon. You're a little
That's
darker, tribe of Zebulon.
Right.
Same
Right.
people. Same, conquered by the same people, renamed by the same people.
Right.
But guess what? It's time to come back to who we are. We got to understand why we failed. Now, the tribe of Zebulon was on this side of the world first. How did you get here?
Right.
Because we're going to dig into some history about your people.
How did we get here?
Let's get it. It's in the Bible.
Bring it out.
Bring it out. When you come back to the Bible, you're going to learn why was the so-called Hispanics on this side of the world before everybody? How did they get here?
Right.
Let's find out according to the Bible. Read.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land.
So 10 tribes were carried away prisoner out of their own land.
Right.
This was the time of the Assyrian captivity. We all dwelt as one nation under David and Solomon.
That's right.
Solomon sinned. nation got split into two. Tribe of Judah, no, house of Judah, house of Israel.
Right.
Zebulun right here is from the house of Israel.
Right.
My brother here is from the house of Judah. Read.
Which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanassar the king of Assyria led away captive.
So in the time when they broke the kings up, the house of Israel, which is you guys, started worshiping idols. So the king of Assyria took you away captive. Now guess what? We're the chosen people of God.
Right.
When we don't listen, we were the only one giving us God's commandments. When we don't listen to him, he sends other nations against us.
Right.
When we listen to him, we rule. So at this time, they sent the nation of Assyria after you. Read.
Right.
And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
So they came to another land. Read.
But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
They will go where?
To a further country where never mankind dwelt.
So you guys left during the time of the Persians when they ruled. They granted you liberty. You left and went to a further country where never mankind dwelt, which is this side of the world. Read.
Right. Bring it out.
That they might keep their statutes.
That they might keep what?
Their statutes.
Now see, if we'd have kept them statutes, you'd have been still over here ruling.
That's
but
right.
you fell away from them statutes. So
See
what
us.
did the Lord do? Send somebody else against you. Read.
Which they never kept in their own land,
Read.
and they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river.
So you guys enter into the Euphrates, meaning you went down around Africa into the Euphrates. You landed over there, what? Puerto Rico. You landed over there, what? Zebulun, all down there. And then you guys start traveling up. Read.
For the Most High then showed signs and held still the flood till they were passed over.
So the Most High held still the waters. That's a dangerous trip without the Most High. So he held still the waters so they won't move on you. Read.
For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half.
It took the northern kingdom, the house of Israel, a year and a half to get over here to the Americas. Read.
Right.
And the same region is called Arsarid.
The same region is called what?
Arsarid.
So in the Bible, they call this land where we at Arsarid.
Right.
Now let's get that in the Jewish encyclopedia. Let's see what they know that you don't know. Read.
That's right. Bring it out.
Arsarid, the name of the land beyond the great river, far from the habitation of man, in which the 10 tribes of Israel,
In which the what?
the 10 tribes of Israel
Right.
will dwell, observing the laws of Moses until the time of the restoration.
That's
Okay,
right.
so get me Deuteronomy now. So this land was called Arsarid. You guys came over here and populated it. Okay? You had the tribe of Issachar, the tribe of Zebulun. What happened? Let's get it. Deuteronomy 28, 32, no, 49.
Bring it out.
Let's see what
Bring it
happened
out.
when God's laws started to get broke on this side of the world. And then I'm gonna answer your question. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
Listen, we stop obeying God, he ain't gonna come down here and get rid of himself. He controls everything.
That's right.
He has a chosen nation that he wants to rule.
That's right.
When they don't want to listen to his commandments, he sends other nations. So read that again.
That's right. Right.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
The Lord sent a nation against you guys from far. You guys was on this side, they came from what? The east. Read.
From the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flyeth.
As what?
As swift as the eagle flyeth.
So what was the symbol of the Spaniards when they came over? What the symbol did they have? Do you know? Yeah, and what symbol did they have? Because it said they would come as swift as the eagle flyeth. The symbol was the eagle.
That's right.
What's
right.
the flag here in America? The eagle.
Right.
These are the people that conquered you. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth,
Read on.
a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
You would not understand that language. Like, for instance, you speak Spanish? Now, you don't speak Spanish because that's what your people was speaking.
Right.
You speak Spanish because you were slaves under the Spaniards.
Right.
This is why you speak Spanish. This is why I speak English. I was slave here. Okay? Like, for instance, Christopher Columbus came over, conquered people, named the place Colombia, right? So let's say 500 years later, somebody come up to you proud. Hey, I'm Colombian. Is he Colombian or he's just sleep?
Right.
He's a slave.
Right.
It's just
Bring
through
it out,
generations
bro.
he's
That's right.
lost who he is.
That's right.
Like, for instance, we talked about the image you have tattooed here. They came with that image and a sword.
Right. Right.
They raped your women. They enslaved your children. They taught you that image. So now, fast forward 400 years later, we proudly get it tattooed and worship that image. No.
Right. That's right.
Now that your eyes are being opened, you see what you got to do.
Teach.
Before I go on, what was your question?
One thing I want to know, you guys believe that every white man is the devil, basically, right?
Well, listen, the white man is the devil. The white man is the devil. Now, let me ask you this question. Your people was conquered by who? My people was conquered by who? Devil simply means deceiver.
Right.
Okay? Now, this brother was conquered and he has the white man tattooed on him. So, who deceived him with that image?
Bring it out.
That's what the devil means, the deceiver.
That's right. I got it hard to believe in. I believe in the truth and I believe in everything. This is just the only thing that's troubling my head. But what about the white people that helped freed the slaves, you know what I'm saying, that risked their lives and going to the spot? Because there is proof of that. And what I'm trying to figure out is how can I call that person a devil or wicked or something like that? And
Well,
also,
get
it was
Isaiah 14.
It was a white woman that told me about you guys. That told me, you know what I'm saying, the truth.
Well, listen.
What about those people, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
that actually agree with you guys' teachings, that agree 100% that it's a lie, but you guys don't accept them or whatnot. So I just want to know, like, how do I go about that?
Okay, so this is the deal. Like we said earlier, this is not a color campaign.
Right.
Somebody can look like what you would call a so-called white man and be from the nation of Israel.
Right.
So it's not about looks. It is about nation, though. It is about nation. So when we went into captivity, Daniel, a mighty prophet, righteous man, he served under Babylon. He followed God's commandments. So when the Lord judged Israel, did he go into slavery? Yes, he did. Same thing with Jeremiah. Right? So guess what? When he comes back to judge that nation, they all got to be punished.
Right.
Okay? Because it's not an individual thing. Read that.
Bring it out.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14,
21.
verse 21.
Bring it out.
Prepare slaughter for his children.
What does the Bible say?
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
So prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers. See, we might, coming up in this world, we got all these emotions, but guess what? The Lord don't deal like that.
Right.
Get 2 Samuel.
Bring it
Get
out.
2 Samuel 15.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
2 Samuel 15.
Teach.
The Lord don't deal like that. He's coming to judge nations and put the people that was on the bottom getting oppressed still to this day, to put them on top. Now, for instance, right now, who's ruling the world? The so-called white man is ruling the world. Now, Christ is coming back with power and glory to put his kingdom on earth.
That's right.
So who's ruling the earth again right now? So you think he gonna rule next to him? Nope. Kingdom's gotta get shut down.
That's right.
So the nation of Israel can rule.
That's right.
You understand that? Read that. 2 Samuel 15.
Bring it out.
Or is it 1 Samuel? 1 Samuel 15. Now check this out. Read.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 15, and verse
Verse 1. Samuel also said unto Saul, the Lord sent me to anoint thee to be king over his people, over Israel. Now therefore hearken thou unto the voice of the words of the Lord.
Read on.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel.
Now wait a minute. Hey, listen close now. This is the God we serve, man. Listen close. I remember what?
I remember that which Amalek did to Israel.
So God is reminding King Saul, he's reminding King Saul that he remembers what Amalek did to Israel. Read.
How he laid wait for him in the way.
So this nation of Amalek, when we came out of Egypt getting saved as slaves, they were the first ones to attack us, right? They were the first ones to, we said, hey, can we go through your land? They wouldn't let us go through, right? So as we walking through that land, we got the strong soldiers up front. We got the women and children in the back.
Right.
Amalek came from the back, starts killing our women and children.
Right.
This was when we were coming out of Egypt in the time of Moses.
Right.
Now we're years later in the time of King Saul.
Bring it out. Right.
Read from the top again.
Verse 2. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel.
So I remember what they done to my people when we freed them. Read.
How he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Egypt.
Now, he remembers that. We came out of Egypt and you waited on him. Read.
Now go and smite Amalek.
Go and do what?
Smite Amalek.
So listen, God is telling the King Saul, go and kill Amalek. Read.
Right.
And utterly destroy all that they have.
And utterly destroy everything that they have. Read.
And spare them not.
And do what?
Spare them not.
Read on.
But slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass.
Now wait a minute. Listen. The Amalekites right here, they wasn't there when we came out of Egypt.
Right.
They wasn't there. So why the Lord punishing them? This is the God we serve.
Right.
You may have a little mercy. The Lord ain't having no mercy.
Right.
And we got to deal with
That's
that.
right.
That's what we got to deal with. Get Revelation 13.
Bring it out.
Hey, that's why he's the Lord.
Teach.
Right. You know what? Get that
I'm not disagreeing.
oh, no problem.
Let's say we gotta take the
Deuteronomy
kingdom by
23.
force. It says something like that, take the kingdom by force.
Yeah, Deuteronomy 23. It says, guess what? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into
Right.
captivity.
Right.
Deuteronomy 23, where it says the angel will not. I think it's
listening to that thing.
Yeah, that's how I learned it. YouTube.
not part of your translation.
YouTube.
But listen, brother, the Lord ain't playing. He coming to punish. We may have forgot, like my brother here. He had to forget if he got the same guy who conquered all of us tattooed on him. He had
Right.
to forget. But
Right.
the Lord didn't forget. Okay? Did you get it? Okay, you don't have it. All right, so we're going to see who Christ came for. Let's see who Christ came for, all right, brother?
I got 5 minutes. I got to take my.
Okay, you had another question?
Oh, no, I'm listening.
Okay, Revelation 13.
Basically, my question is, because like I know about the history, I watch you guys on YouTube all the time.
Uh-huh.
But my thing is like, with all these false doctrines that we have nowadays, what are some of the commandments of God that we need to keep that we're not like? I heard one brother say it's a sin to ejaculate in a woman, in your wife.
Hey, listen, get Matthew 7.
What are
When you
some
said
of the,
what kind of you got to know when you're being taught right, man. The first thing you got to do is put on those commandments.
Right.
Matthew 7 and 5. We got to understand what a false prophet, what a true prophet is, okay? So you won't be deceived. Okay, read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 15. Beware of false prophets.
What does the Bible say?
Beware of false prophets,
Read.
which come to you in sheep's clothing,
They're going to come to you looking nice, talking sweet.
But inwardly, they are ravening wolves.
They are what?
Ravening wolves.
So we must first understand what a true prophet is. All right, bro. Have a good day. Hey. Yes, sir. Put them laws on. You know the law of the fringes. Put them on, brother. Because that's the only way to understand this Bible.
Right.
Once he see you starting applying his laws, you will be able to understand these scriptures. Okay. All praises. And the Lord cares. All praises. Tribe of Zebulun. Okay. Wait, before you leave, get Zechariah 8 real quick. Zechariah 8:13. Zechariah 8:13.
All right, go to the car.
Read that.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 8 and verse 13. And it shall come to pass that as ye were a curse among the heathens.
So it's going to come to pass that you are at the bottom getting ridiculed, getting oppressed. You were accursed among these heathen. Read.
O house of Judah.
Oh, house of who?
Judah.
My brother right here, house of Judah. Read.
And house of Israel.
House of Israel right here, my brother. Read.
So will I save you, and ye shall be a blessing. Fear not, but let your hands be strong. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, as I thought to punish you, when your fathers provoked me to wrath.
So that's what we bringing out. You will be saved. Put on those commandments, have faith in the Son.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.